Here we go. Here we are in the room called the Keek, which is in the Lance Armstrong Fitness Center, and we're going to have a quick chat with Galen, who's just finished his morning workout here on November the 11th. So Galen, the first question is, as a college, Wyvern are very keen for their students to fulfill their potential and be the best they can be. What advice would you give high school students to help them in this endeavor to be the best they can be?
I would just say, take your time. And, a lot of people go to college, they don't really know what they're going to do, and you find your niche. Just keep working and looking for different options, and most importantly is do something that you love to do. If you do that, you're going to be happy regardless what career path you take, and you're going to enjoy going to work every day.
Can you tell us a bit about one person who has inspired you to be the best that you can be?
Alberto Salazar, my coach, he's always been a real big inspiration to me. He was a great athlete back in his day, but most importantly, I think just the type of person he is and the way he leads his life by example has really provided a lot of inspiration for me over the years.
So the track and field athletes at Wyvern are really curious to know about your training regime, so maybe you could walk them through sort of a typical week depending on the time of year, and so that they get an idea about what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Well, during heavy training we'll be up around 110, 120 miles a week running outside, and then we're real fortunate in our group that we got a lot of cool treadmills and gadgets, so I do another 20 to 30 miles a week on an underwater treadmill that I got in the backyard. So that comes out to roughly 17, 18 miles a day, I think. Usually I do a lot of it with Mo and Kieran or Leonard, another guy that we got with our group, and so it just comes out to a lot of miles and being disciplined every day. It's definitely a grind.
Can you tell us about some of the sports science that you've embraced as an athlete, both through college and now as a professional athlete?
Science has always been a big part about what we do here in the Oregon Project. We're looking for every advantage we can get, and we're going to try everything at least once, as long as it's within the rules, of course. But we've had some real cool things over the years, and I mentioned underwater treadmill. We've really done a lot with sports psychology, an Alter G treadmill, where we're able to reduce our weight and run it with less pounding on there. Lots of stuff like that. So we're real fortunate in our group to have all that stuff.
One question that the students have is about nutrition. What do you eat? Can you eat anything? What foods, if any, do you avoid? Does your diet vary depending on the competitions and the time of year?
I'd say for the most part, I eat what I want. The big thing we have is everything just needs to be in moderation. Don't go too crazy with one thing or another, but as long as you're getting in everything, eating your fruits and vegetables, and we eat a lot of carbs being distance runners. I think that's the most important thing, but it's definitely all right. We'll go out and get a burger and a brew every once in a while. And I think it's important to, treat yourself, I guess, what people say, every once in a while. Not get too caught up on, I gotta eat this or this or this every day.
So you've been in England a few times, so one of the interesting questions is what things about England have you enjoyed the most when you visited? And that's good to know, because obviously you're going to be in England for the Olympics, and today England or London won the bid for the 2017 World Championships, so you'll still be running then. So what do you enjoy about England? Culture, food, sport?
The sports scene is pretty awesome. I've always been a big soccer fan ever since I was a little kid. And I was able to go to my first game last year, I think, with Man City and Tottenham, White Hart Lane. And the fans there, they're much more enthusiastic, I think, and passionate about their teams than anything we have over here. So that was probably my favorite part about the UK.
And what about food?
Food? They're not really known for their food, are they, in England?
You don't enjoy curry?
I like curry. That's Indian. You can't really claim that as your own, can you?
Of course we can.
Alright, well then I like the food there. I like curry house, for sure.
Thanks, Galen.